and welcome to Voice with Julia and day 20 of our 30 days of breath support. If you watched yesterday's video, which is all about vibrato, today is going to be an exercise to help us iron out that issue with vibrato and the breath support. So stay tuned. But first, I want to invite all classical singers in the audience to check out our Luca Bel Canto Institute, which is happening this summer in Lucca, Italy, September 9th through 16th. It is a week-long masterclass with myself and my colleague, the phenomenal tenor Ferdinand von Bottmer. So if you're interested, that information is below. Be sure you apply early.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Okay, so yesterday we were talking about vibrato and how laryngeal instability during notes, which sounds more like, a wobble or too much vibrato, this can indicate that you're not on your support, okay? That can happen. Now, I will say just something to performance nerves. If you notice that this happens maybe in a performance or in an audition, that is often what happens, right? Is our breath support goes during these things. So it's very important to train this into our bodies so that it becomes habit, right? But if you're noticing that even in the practice room, this is happening to you quite a bit, it's probably something that you want to work on. So this exercise is great because oftentimes people will get the breath support thing. They're like, oh, okay, now I understand. They'll be able to sing the long tones in a nicely supported fashion. But as soon as you go to a line with movement or any kind of notes, the larynx will want to take over and you're not using your breath, okay? And then that's when we get that what I call little hitches, right? So as you're moving around the scale, as you're moving around a piece that moves, throughout your range, if you're not on your breath, you can create stamina issues for yourself later on. So this exercise, we'll start it slow and you can take it faster, okay? The text is Io canterò, okay? So we're gonna go Io canterò. Now on the ra, I want you to feel this ra, right? So Io canterò. Make sure that it's not Io canterò. That's in the throat, right? That's not with the breath. Okay, so you're gonna feel the undulations of the pelvic floor as you do this. Ra, right? So Io canterò, okay, will be the motion that we're doing. Keeping everything stable. As you come down, you need to think higher in pitch so that the support stays under the voice. If you just collapse, the registers will crash and you'll actually go on the voice instead of, you go with the breath instead of on the breath, right? Let's do another one. Io canterò. And you can start to speed this up. Io canterò. Io canterò. Right? So you can do this, but don't speed it up until you really feel that you're able to stay on the breath, okay? This is super important. Tomorrow, we are going to be looking at scales, right? And learning to sing scales on the breath, which is something that maybe nobody has done before. Maybe this will be a completely new experience, but this is the precursor to that. So please make sure you master this exercise, staying on the breath without any flopping of the larynx or sense the vibrato. If you feel Io canterò, it's destabilized. You can't use that, right? You've got to feel Io canterò. And it feels like I'm singing a really open, really beautiful, liquid, straight tone, right? I know it's not, but that's what it feels like, okay? So it's not the same thing as trying to sing a straight tone. Please keep that in mind, but it's that expansive feeling that the tone isn't doing this, okay? So master this today, and tomorrow we are going to be looking at the grand scale with our breath support.